season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Love. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Love. Able to find Isabella. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Luck now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
We spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Go! Drop deep, drop deep.
A shotgun snap for Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. And Isabella. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second and a couple, Murray is going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again. But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These two teams all tied after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Murray with a 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Fielded at about the 28. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar and have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And touchdown! Marlon Mack with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Murray going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 16 yards, a 1st down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's get it.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Luck throwing on target to Campbell, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a first down throw, Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Luck.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break. Luck looking deep here for Ebron. He's got it with the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Sharks got it, left side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Mexico. 11B. Hey, Haywood. 36 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 3 bucks.
From the gun, here's Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw, Luck. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Strong right.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Austin. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yeah, he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey. 4 down.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Christian Wilkins. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Check 37.
Back to throw. Murray. Setting up the screen for Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
You got time right there. Go now. Mike 4.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle? Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jags, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.